A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bragan Baseball Complex and Walk-Off Charities at Ford Family Park for exciting NCCAA college baseball between the home team Trinity Baptist College Eagles and the Conquistadors of Florida National University. We hope for an exciting doubleheader this afternoon, but first we ask everyone to please stand for prayer and our national anthem. Let's pray. Lord Heavenly Father, as always, we give you the praise for the talents that you've given these young men, Lord. We ask you to keep them safe from all harm or injury on the field this afternoon. Bless the Conquistadors as they travel home. Lord, we uplift all those in Florida, North Carolina from the hurricane recovery, and all those in California dealing with the wildfires, Father. We pray that you will reign supreme and someone will come to know you as Lord and Savior. In your name we pray. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Conquistadors of Florida National University. Leading off, playing second base, number 39, Christian Phoebus. Batting second, in right field, number 27, Adrian Roman. Batting third at first base, number 9, Eric Rodriguez. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 24, Roger Villarreal. Batting fifth at third base, number 32, Chris Rivera. Batting sixth in left field, number 1, Fausto Sanchez. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 5, Jason Altuve. Batting eighth in center field, number 26, Sam Del Valle. And batting ninth, doing the catching, number 6, Ismart Gonzalez. Pitching for the Conquistadors, number 23, Keordan Lido. And now the starting lineup for your home team, Trinity Baptist College Eagles. At shortstop, number 8, Logan McGann. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third in left field, number 1, Gavin Williams. The cleanup hitter, number 5, doing the catching, Larson Lott. Batting fifth at first base, number 15, Jacob Brigman. Batting sixth at third base, number 3, Graham Gorman. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 4, Nate Noguris. Batting eighth in right field, number 24, Blake Bundy. And batting ninth in center field, number 2, Jacob Burke. And pitching for the Eagles, number 24, Darren Goki. Conquistadors are led by head coach Mr. Nick Strong and assistant coach Roberto Rodriguez. The Eagles are led by head coach John Copeland and assisted by Jordan Broden and Sammy Coffrin. And we are just moments away from the first pitch of this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. here at the Bragan Baseball Complex at Walk-Off Charities at Ford Family Park. Hello, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau. Glad to be on the mic here this afternoon for Game 2 of this 3-game series, and the Eagles are looking to come back after falling 20-7 to the Conquistadors in yesterday's ball game. We want to thank Jacksonville broadcaster Frank Frangie, the voice of the Jacksonville Jaguars, who owns and operates Ford Family Park, especially here at the Bragan Baseball Complex, for allowing us to use his facilities yesterday and again today, as the TBC ball yard is still under maintenance and will be for the next several weeks. When we get to our home field, we will have the scoreline on the screen that you normally see. That is unavailable as we're away from home here this afternoon, but that's okay. I'll let you know the score, and on occasion I'll type it into the chat. But you're getting ready to watch Darren Goki Jr. make his first pitch of the season. Goki is a junior. He hails from Bonita Springs, Florida. Also plays first base and outfield for the Eagles. Last season, 1 win, 1 save, 4 losses, a 6.25 ERA in 31 1/3 innings pitched. The defense setting up behind Goki. At third base is Graham Gorman. The shortstop is Logan McGann. Nate Naguris is playing second, and Jacob Brigman is at first. Around the outfield, the right fielder is newcomer Blake Bandy. Returning player Jacob Burke is in center. And in left field, returning player Gavin Williams. Larson Lott, a new Eagle this year, is behind the plate for game number 1. Ryan Ongst will be the DH. And the ball game is now underway as Goki makes his first pitch. And it is a fastball just off the outside corner. This is Christian Phoebus at the plate for the Conquistadors. Had a pretty good game yesterday. Scored 3 times as he takes a strike. He was 1 for 4 officially, but also drew a couple of walks. Game number 2 of both the Eagles and the Conquistadors here on the very early season. Many of the teams won't start until next weekend when Trinity Baptist is at Payne College. 2 balls and a strike. Goki winds and delivers. And a high pop-up towards left. Gavin Williams, it's a short field out there, but he camps under it and puts it away. The ball nearly took off on him, but he's able to hold on for the out. Williams homered for Trinity Baptist yesterday, straight over that 350 sign in center field, as did Eric Rodriguez, who is now on deck. He did that in the first inning, Williams in the 6th. But right now we're looking at right fielder Adrian Roman getting his first at-bat of the afternoon, as Goki winds and delivers, and the lefty delivers and misses a little bit off the corner, and I have to do it at least once now in honor of the late great Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. So 1 ball, no strikes, and Goki delivers a pitch that is fouled off. Roman yesterday also 1 for 4 with 3 runs scored, drew a walk. Of course, that's it as far as stats for the season for both our teams. Here's the 1-1. A breaking ball that is ripped foul down the left field line. It is 315 down each line, about 335 to the power alleys and 350 to straightaway center. Of course, Trinity Ball Yard is a major league size field, and when we're home there, we'll be streaming from atop the third base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Second batter of the game, so pull up a chair. And Goki takes a very long look. Now gets a sign that he likes. And the lefty delivers and misses down in the, not the dirt, the artificial turf. This is a beautiful looking field. It's all artificial, very spongy out there. It's not like it used to be in the 70s when it was carpet on top of concrete in the major league ballparks. This is a very spongy, rubbery, artificial surface. That one missed low and fills up the count. Hey, let us know you're watching. Drop a comment. Love seeing names pop up on the screen. And the payoff pitch bounced into the turf right at the shortstop, and the throw to first is low. Gets away. They had it beaten anyway. That'll be an infield single. And then it appears that Roman will be awarded second base on the overthrow. So it is a single to the shortstop. And then an error on the shortstop allows Roman to take second base. And it brings up Eric Rodriguez, who homered in his first at-bat of the season yesterday. That was one of 2 hits. He scored 5 and drove in 3. Has himself an RBI opportunity once again. Florida National University, Hialeah, Florida, right down in the very baseball-rich Miami area. Runner at second, 1 out. First pitch breaking ball is low and outside. We've seen a number of these Conquistadors over the last few years. This is a very well-experienced ball club and some new faces on the Eagles. And a hot shot down the right field line, but that one is foul. Honestly, I couldn't tell from up here. And the Eagles got a break as that ball turned slight right just before the first base bag. And so Roman will head back to second. And Rodriguez will pick up the bat, step back into the box with a count of 1-1. There is 1 out. We're in the top of the first. There's a lot of baseball action here this afternoon. And Goki with the pitch. And that one got the inside corner. The breaking ball from Goki. His 3rd season pitching for the TBC Eagles. A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out with the runner at second, a single and an error on the same play, and a high pop-up down the left field line into foul territory and being chased down by Gorman, who makes the one-handed over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. So the infield single in between a couple of fly balls to the left side, and it brings up Roger Villarreal, the designated hitter. Yesterday's ball game, Roger was 1 for 3, scored 3 and drove in 1. The Conquistadors put 20 runs on the board. Runner takes off for third, and they're going to let him go without even a throw. And Villarreal dropped the bat to make sure he didn't do anything to hinder the stolen base, and Roman got there very easily. He took that one off Goki. Pitch was called a strike. RBI opportunity. And that one right at the knees, a good fastball for strike 2. So Goki getting ahead of the hitter, trying to keep the Conquistadors from scoring. They got 4 in the first inning yesterday. In fact, they got 4 in each of the first 3 times at bat. Here's the 0-2 from Goki. Got him swinging, chased one well out of the zone, and that retires a side. An infield single and a throwing error, but nothing else for the Conquistadors. And after a half inning of play, we have no score. We'll keep it right here and go through the Eagles batting order once again in case you missed it. Leading off for TBC is a shortstop, Logan McGann, who's returning from last year. Fifth-year senior Ryan Ongst, who was among the league leaders in hitting last year. He's a DH. He'll bat second. Gavin Williams, a sophomore. He's back at left field and batting third. He homered in yesterday's ball game, led the Eagles in long balls last year. The cleanup hitter is freshman Larson Lott. Batting fifth will be Jacob Brigman. He's at first. Graham Gorman at third. He's batting sixth. Nate Naguris will bat seventh at second base. And round out the batting order, right fielder Blake Bandy, a newcomer, and center fielder Jacob Burke is returning to the Eagles. They will face Keordin Lido, who is a sophomore and a transfer from the University of South Carolina, Salkehatchie. And this is our first look at Lido. I tried to find some numbers on how he did last year, was unable to do so. The defense that will surround Lido in the outfield. Left fielder is Fausto Sanchez. In center field, Sam Del Valle. And the right fielder is Adrian Roman. Around the infield, at third base, Chris Rivera. The shortstop, Jason Altuve, the nephew of the terrific Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros. Second baseman, Christian Phoebus. And at first base, Eric Rodriguez. Behind the plate will be Ismart Gonzalez. He'll be catching Keordin Lido, another southpaw. And this young man, again, a transfer from South Carolina, Salkehatchie. He's originally from Oranjestad, Aruba. He is 5'9", a 175-pound sophomore. Albies and Jones And we're going to get our first look at Logan McGann here this afternoon. McGann scored a couple of times. He didn't get a base hit, but he drew 2 walks, and his offense helped turn those walks into runs. Eagles scored 7 runs in yesterday's ball game, but it wasn't enough, and they're trying to hold the Conquistadors down, puts at least 7 more up on the board this afternoon. And so Logan McGann will lead things off. And hold on, timeout, as McGann wanted to readjust. Lefty exclusively from the stretch, and Lito's first pitch as a Conquistador is low and outside. Eagles will take some walks. You give them the opportunity. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a high chopper off the glove of Rodriguez. The throw to first will not be made. That's going to be an infield single for McGann. Rodriguez had to go a very long way. And it would have been doubtful had he been able to stop his momentum and get the out at first anyway. So credit McGann with a base hit. And it brings up Ryan Angst. Last year, flirted with 400 most of the season. And this is his 3rd year as a starting catcher. He's been phenomenal with the bat, especially left-handed hitter. And he takes a fastball on the inside corner for the strike. Angst from Mandarin High School right here in Jacksonville. Only a couple miles away from my house. No balls and a strike. McGann, good speed at first. And that one is in the dirt, and that will allow McGann to get into scoring position. That'll be a wild pitch, charged to Lito. And so a runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we'll always remember Ryan Angst driving home that game-winning run against Bob Jones in TBC's final home game of the season. I'm not sure what this is all about, but there's something that the umpires are looking up at high in the sky, and the Conquistadors are being pulled off the field. I'm wondering if there was any lightning spotted. There's no rain in the forecast. It's gorgeous out here. 49 degrees and expected to go to the mid-50s, but we're going to have to pause right here, and if we find out what's going on, we'll let you know, but we'll be back. Well, the delay did not last long, and something spotted overhead is the reason they took the players off the field, just for their safety. Lott will get a few chances to warm up once again. And Ryan Angst will be back in the box in just a moment with a ball and a strike. Nobody out and a runner at second. Logan McGann led off with an infield single to first and advanced to second on a wild pitch. And Lott is ready, just a couple of tosses. And the first pitch to Ryan Angst, or the 1-1 rather, and he pops this one foul and out of play. A little bit of a slide piece by Lito. Bottom of the first, no score. Conquistadors got a runner at third, but could not bring him in. Goki was able to get the strikeout to end the inning. Now the count 1-2 on Angst. A lot of room up the middle to the right side of the bag. And he takes this one up and in to even the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Long look back at second. And the 2-2. is inside to fill up the count. Onks was 1 for 3 yesterday, drove in a run, also drew a walk, and scored twice. Hello to CCS Patriots cheering on the TBC Eagles. Thanks for letting us know you're watching. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a chopper should at least advance the runner. It will be fielded very cleanly by Phoebus, and he flips to first for the out. McGann does advance on the play. So 1 out. Runner at third for Gavin Williams. Great RBI situation. Gavin hit one over the 350 sign yesterday. His only hit, but it was a 2-run shot. And now a chance to drive in the run from third. The Conquistadors, they're playing in to cut down the runner at the plate with 1 out. Williams wants something up in the air that he can drive. The wind is blowing almost straight out at about 8 miles per hour. Time called. I think Williams is the one who requested it. Now he's back in the box. There's no visible pitch clock on the field. Lita will wind up with the runner at third and missed up and in with a fastball. They will keep the pitch clock on the field, though, but we don't see it. Even at this level, yes, they're going to call the pitch clock. Here's a 1-0. That one is outside, and good eye by Williams. And now he's in the driver's seat looking for a pitch that he can at least get into the outfield. On deck, Larson Lott. That'll be my first look at the newcomer. 2 balls, no strikes. And Williams got a strike, but it's not the one he wanted, so he wisely let it go. Larson Lott, a sophomore from Spring Hill, Florida, transferred from Allen Community College in Kansas. Here's a 2-1. He's on deck. And a breaking ball got that outside corner. Williams gave up on it. No argument on the strike call. That was a really nifty pitch from Lito. Trying to get strike 3 to keep that runner at third and a chance to get out of the inning next. Here's a 2-2. In the dirt. Ball bounces away, but not quite far enough. McGann didn't really read it that well, and a good job by the catcher Gonzalez. He pounced up, found the ball quickly, and kept the runner at third. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. McGann singled, went to second on a wild pitch, went to third on a grounder to the right side. 1 out. Williams trying to drive in that runner from third, who is leading off in foul territory, as he should. There's a chopper towards short. They've got McGann in a rundown. Williams is safe at first. He's going to take off to second. McGann will try to make sure Williams at least gets into scoring position. Chance to score the run, but he is tagged out at the plate. Fielder's choice for Gavin Williams, and McGann cut down 6-5-2-5-1. As a pitcher, if I saw that correctly, makes a tag. And Larson Lott, 27 hits in 13 games, 27 at-bats in 13 games last year, if I'm seeing this right. And a chance to drive in the run. Well, good job. Once McGann knew he was hung up, he allowed Williams to get to second base. Takes away the force and puts Williams into scoring position. The first pitch misses up and in. So Larson Lott at the plate, 2 for 4 with an RBI yesterday. And the pitch, that one is downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, Williams hit the ball pretty sharply, but right at the shortstop, Altuve, whom I mistakenly said is a nephew. He is a cousin of Jose Altuve. And I knew that. Watching Altuve here play for the last couple of years for Florida National. Jason Altuve, he's a senior from Miami. The 2-1 now to Larson Lott is outside. Very close pitch. That one just did tail away from the right-handed hitter. And now Lott's ahead 3-1. Of course, Williams will be going on contact with 2 outs. Ball into the outfield. On the ground, should score the run. Here's a 3-1. Ball 4. And there are runners at first and second with 2 outs. Brings up Jacob Brigman. Throws left, bats right, also pitches for the Eagles. And yesterday, walked twice, nothing out of 2 officially. And we're going to have ourselves a courtesy runner for the catcher. Dominic Gattinella will take over at first base. Jacob Brigman out of Florida Christian School. 2 on, 2 out. Hot shot up the middle into center field. Williams will round third. They'll send him to the plate. The throw will be cut off. The Eagles lead 1-0 on the RBI single from Jacob Brigman. He smoked the one almost right up the middle. For a moment, it looked like Phoebus might have had a chance, but he couldn't quite get there in time. And credit Logan McGann, when he got caught in the rundown, made sure he stayed alive long enough for Williams to score or get into second and then score on the base hit. And we have our first pitch to Graham Gorman. It's great to see Graham back in uniform on the field. Got injured early in the season last year, played in only a handful of games. Getting an opportunity here with a man in scoring position, another man at first, and ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Gorman hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. He did homer last year. Now has a chance to drive in his first run of the season. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch is a chopper foul right over Coach Jordan Broden's head. Coach Broden been around here a long time, played 4 years under Coach Copeland, and is now the associate head coach and the recruiting coordinator here at TBC. He's been doing that. I believe this is his 5th year now. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs and the pitch, and that one is low and inside. That's ball 3. TBC Eagles are going to have their Hall of Fame induction ceremony next Friday night. Tell you some more when we get a little bit of opportunity, but former baseball player John Shiver will be inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame. Swing and a miss. Gorman a little bit out in front of the changeup. And it is 3-2. Between innings, we'll let you know who else is going to be inducted next Friday night. 2 outs, runners are going on the full count. A hot shot in the left field on the ground, a base hit. Here comes Dominic Gattinella. The throw to the plate is high. Another runner on his way to third. He will be out, trying to go first to third. But the base hit by Graham Gorman scores Gattinella. And that ends the inning with the Eagles leading 2-0. Gorman gets the base hit. Brigman cut down, trying to go first to third. That'll go as a 7-2-5 putout to retire the side. Well, next Friday night, and we plan to live stream this event as well. Heading into the TBC Eagles Hall of Fame next Friday night, former women's soccer coach Prince Board, who founded the women's soccer program, and within 3 years they were competing for a South Region championship. And they won a South Region championship shortly after Prince Board left. Ended up in the Nationals. Anasia Cummings, a women's basketball player from 2012 to 2016. She was a member of the 2013 South Region championship when the Eagles made it to the National Final Four. Former men's soccer player Josh O'Hara, TBC's leading scorer for the 4 years that he played. And we're getting a message from Coach Broden. That's the reason I paused. Up just to make sure we got the scoreboard updated. It is 2-0 TBC. Kristen Pabone, a defending player from the women's soccer team, 2016-19. Fantastic at defense. Didn't score many goals, a couple, but prevented a whole lot. And John Risk from men's basketball and men's soccer from 2007 to 2009. So those are the Hall of Fame inductees, and he'll get their honor next Friday night. Chris Rivera leads off, takes the first pitch, a beautiful breaking ball for strike one. Goki allowed an infield single, but no runs in the first inning, and a pop-up foul. Gorman over near the fence, but it is out of play. So Chris Rivera in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Yesterday, 4 for 5, drove in 3, scored 2, and also drew a walk. 2-strike pitch from Goki. High fly ball to left field. It's short out there. Williams back at the track, and he will make the catch right at the fence. That one looked like it was heading into the Eagles bullpen, and the wind is blowing out that way, but Williams made the one-handed catch. He might have had less than a full step left to go. Ball stayed in the yard, and there's one away. Brings up left fielder Fausto Sanchez. 1 for 3 and scored 3 yesterday. Takes a first pitch strike right at the knees. Honestly, I have to admit, I thought that ball was gone. 1-strike pitch swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And looked like Rivera chased one out of the zone. And this one dips down below. A ball and 2 strikes. Again, when we're on our home field, we'll most likely have the score line up there. And that one bounces in the dirt. Goki held on to it just a little too long. Evens the count at 2-2. No harm, no runners on base. 1 out. And Sanchez trying to start a rally for the Conquistadors. Altuve on deck, Del Valle and Gonzalez to follow, then the top of the order. Here's a 2-2. Got him to chase one outside, and that is strike 3. And that is strikeout number 2 for Darren Goki. Eagles got 2 runs on 3 hits in their bottom half of the first. Here is Jason Altuve, the shortstop. And he is the definition of a pesky hitter. We've watched him for the last few years. Takes the first pitch for ball 1, but he will find a way to get on base. And that ball is at the knees. That is a strike. Altuve, one of the very few Conquistadors not to get a base hit yesterday. But you're not going to keep him down very long. He got a great rip at that one and just missed, driving it a long way. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Goki winds and delivers and misses well outside. Count is 2-2. Eagles are at Payne College next weekend, Friday and Saturday. A 3-game series. 1 Friday, 2 Saturday. Got him swinging on a changeup that had a little bit of downward movement, and Goki strikes out 2 in a row, his 3rd overall. And we go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Eagles. We'll pause here. We'll be back on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 TBC. RBI singles from Jacob Brigman and Graham Gorman with 2 outs. Drove in the runs. And now 7, 8, and 9 are due up for the Eagles. Nate Naguris, Blake Bandy, and Jacob Burke facing Keordin Lido. This is the first of 2 here this afternoon, 2 7-inning ball games. And now, bottom of the second coming up. Nate Naguris, sophomore, his second year here at TBC, a junior actually, from South Florida State College in Orlando, Florida. He hails from Orlando, transferred to us last year from South Florida State. Took the first pitch outside for a ball. Keordin Lido, the wind and the pitch. Beautiful curveball for a strike. Great take by Naguris. He nodded his head yes in agreement. Blake Bandy on deck. He's wearing 24 and he bats left-handed, so I thought that was Darren Goki, who wore 24 the last 2 years and is now number 12. Ball and 2 strikes. And Naguris back in the box. Lido winding and delivering. And the pitch. Fastball, a little bit high and outside. And Naguris flinched but held up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First batter of the second inning for the home team, Eagles. Swing and a miss. A little bit high, and Naguris went after it. That is the first strikeout for Keordin Lido. Gave up 2 in the first, both earned. And Blake Bandy at the plate. Left-hand hitter. He's from Brooksville, Florida's Hernando Christian School, and takes the first pitch in the dirt. Bandy yesterday drew a walk and scored a run as a late game substitute. I think this is first at bat. He came in as a pinch runner. That's one right up the middle. Hits the mound and it's into center field for a base hit. So Blake Bandy rather, getting used to some of these new gentlemen, batting 1,000 on the season. Hard one hopper right off the mound into center field, and that's the fourth hit rather for the Eagles. And it brings up returning player Jacob Burke from Land O'Lakes, Florida's Sun Lake High School. Has a runner at first. 1 man out. Bandy with the leadoff. And a foul tip. And so Bandy will have to hold at first base. Burke yesterday 2 for 4 at the plate. Pretty good way to start a brand new season. Couple of hits. Bandy a modest lead up first, nothing excessive. And the pitch is a fastball up and away. A ball and a strike. 1 out. Eagles lead 2-0. They have a runner at first. Leadoff man is Logan McGann. He's on deck. Bandy takes off. The pitch is outside. The throw is off the mark, and that's a stolen base for the number 8 hitter who singled his way aboard. Pitch was a ball, so 2 balls and a strike. And a stolen base for Blake Bandy. Hello, Merrick Ask. Former TBC Eagle pitcher, now a graduate. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Ball tailed in towards Burke. And Larry Leach joining us here. Preston Leach, a freshman on the Eagles now from Port Orange, Florida. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Lido checks that runner and delivers, and a high fly ball to the right side, but it is well out of play. And it hits the dugout of the Little League field that's to the right side. I can tell it's a Little League field because it's only 225 to center. For a college game, 350 to center is not very far. And the wind is blowing out. We had 2 leave in that direction yesterday, 1 for each team. Here's a 2-2. Lido checks that runner and delivers a curveball as a chopper toward the right side. Phoebus will flip to first, and the hustle nearly beat out the hit for Jacob Burke, but he is out by less than a step. Phoebus just kind of tossed that one, and Burke was hustling and sniffing a base hit. Bandy, though, does advance to third. There are 2 outs now for Logan McGann, who started the ball game with an infield single. Advanced on a wild pitch, but then was caught in a rundown eventually between third and home. But that hustle, once he realized he was hung up, that allowed Gavin Williams, who hit a ground ball, to reach second base, and Williams ended up scoring a run. First pitch, and that's a strike. No balls and a strike. Thank you, Merrick. I'm also now working with Jacksonville University, doing some women's basketball, and I'll be doing some lacrosse in a couple of weeks as well. That one misses up and away to even the count at 1-1. Lido will wind with the runner at third, and a good fastball. McGann loses his footing on the swing. We don't have a radar gun, but that was definitely the fastest pitch Lido has thrown so far. Ball and 2 strikes, and they brought their gun to the bleachers, the Conquistadors. They do that each time they're on defense. They want to chart that pitch. I can't quite see it. Last one, I think, said 78, so we do have a radar gun. I didn't see it at first. Here's 1-2. Breaking ball, fouled off and out of play to the right side. Ball and 2 strikes. I wish I had seen how hard that fastball was. It had to have been a couple pitches ago. Had to have been in the upper 80s at least. The 1-2, Lido will wind. Not really worried about that runner. He's trying to get that third out. And contact by McGann pulls the ball foul. Pretty good crowd here. We're not at our home field. We're actually all the way across town. Not a bad crowd. There's a lot of youth soccer going on as well. A ball and 2 strikes. I'm told that pitch was 82. It looked a lot harder to me. Here's a 1-2, and a high pop foul will get out of play. And the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Adrian Roman, the right fielder, gave it a really good look. The ball didn't leave the yard by much, so he was over there in case it decided to hit that wind and get pushed back in. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ball 2 misses upstairs. Lido is piling up the pitches in just an inning and 2/3 so far. 47 pitches already for Lido. Here's a 2-2. High pop-up on the infield. Should retire the side. 2 men are giving chase, and that one is caught as it tailed away. And a great job by Phoebus. Recognize it. For a moment, Phoebus and Rodriguez not sure who was going to make the catch. The wind pulled it away from both of them. But Christian Phoebus made a fantastic catch on the run to end the inning. Phoebus is 6-0 in a long arm reach, and he's able to keep the Eagles off the board. After 2, it's 2-0. We'll be right back. After 2, the Eagles lead 2-0. Darren Goki ready to start inning number 3. 8-9-1. His first pitch to Sam Del Valle is swung on and missed. Del Valle will be followed by Ismar Gonzalez and Christian Phoebus, who made a really nice catch that he probably should not have had to make to end the inning. For a moment, it looked like that ball was going to hit the turf and be a gift run for the Eagles. That one missed upstairs. A ball and a strike. And Goki delivers, and a breaking ball is outside. Goki, 2 innings pitched so far, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. Neither pitcher has walked anybody. Here's a 2-1. Check that. There was 1 walk in the first by Lito. That's ball 3. And Goki trying to keep from walking his first man. You don't want to walk the leadoff hitter in any inning, especially against an offense like this, and he does just that, however. That is ball 4 as Del Valle is aboard. Nobody out. Del Valle yesterday was 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Here's Ismar Gonzalez. Did not appear in yesterday's ball game, so his first at-bat of the season. He's going to square around, and Goki will deliver the first pitch, and it is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Gonzalez batting with the runner at first, nobody out, squares around once again. Gorman charges in from third, but the pitch misses inside. That's ball 2. Phoebus on deck. Top of the order. Very difficult to see those jersey numbers, green on black. And Goki behind ball 3. He walked the leadoff man and is in danger of giving them 2 free bases. Huge lead off first now by Del Valle. He's not going, and the pitch is low. And Goki, after going the first 2 innings without a free pass, has issued 2 to start the 3rd. Timeout. Coach Broden will head out to the mound. That'll give us a chance to check some of the upcoming ball games. We'll start with our guests. After today's games, Florida National will travel home to Hialeah to take on Columbia International University, a 3-game series that has a doubleheader on Friday the 31st. Actually, 2 doubleheaders. Second one on Saturday, February 1st, so a 4-game series. Those will be the first home games for the Conquistadors. February 5th, a home doubleheader against Oakwood University, followed by another one on Thursday the 6th. Well, we told you that the Eagles will be at Payne College next Friday and Saturday. 1 on Friday at 1 p.m., 2 on Saturday beginning at noon, and then Bob Jones University comes to Jacksonville. A doubleheader on Friday the 7th beginning at 4, and 1 game at 11 a.m. on Saturday. That's not next weekend, that's 2 weekends away. They're at Payne next weekend. Goki gets the first pitch, fastball in for a strike. Those Bob Jones games, we're scheduled to play at Oakleaf High School while our home field is still under some maintenance. Thank you to Coach Matt Carter, former Eagle himself, for allowing us to use his field, where he is the head varsity baseball coach of Oakleaf High School. No balls, 2 strikes after the bunt attempt goes foul. Don't put it past Phoebus to bunt again, even with 2 strikes. Started the ball game with a fly out to left, and the 2-strike pitch is a high chopper. That's going to get down. The throw to the plate. It is going to be on a little bit off target and a base hit. Well, Phoebus couldn't get the bunt down, but he makes up for it with a base hit into center, scoring Sam Del Valle. And that leadoff walk, as usual, comes around to score. First run allowed by Goki, only the 2nd hit, but again, 2 walks to start the inning. And a bunt attempt by Adrian Roman goes foul. Gonzalez walked. He's now at second. Phoebus the base hit. 1 run is in, nobody out. Conquistadors, they swing the bat. Cannot give them free bases. Brigman in very tight, playing for the bunt. Pulled back, swung on, and fouled off. Very late swing by Roman. Helped out the pitcher on a fastball up and in. So he's down 0-2, but so is Phoebus. Eagles have some good arms in the outfield. That throw sailed a little bit at the plate. 0-2. Goki checks that runner and delivers. Fastball this time. The batter didn't bite. He's gotten a couple to chase strike 3 out of the zone. Low throwback, but Goki digs it off the mound. A ball and 2 strikes. With McGann, the shortstop covering second. There's a lot of room on the left side, but this liner goes foul down the right side. Count remains 1-2. After Roman, the heart of the order due up Rodriguez, Villarreal, and Rivera. Nobody out. 1 run is in. Goki from the stretch. Strike 3 called on a great tailing fastball. It started off inside and got that inside corner for strike 3. That was a fantastic pitch with a whole lot of movement. Number 4 for Goki, but he still has a tying run at second and another man at first and only 1 out. Eric Rodriguez popped foul to third, his first time up. And the pitch. Looper. That's going to bounce and get by McGann. He tracks it down, keeps it on the infield, and a base hit. Ball hit the turf right before McGann was able to pick it up. He really didn't have a play. He was shading up the middle with the left-handed hitter up, but the bases are loaded. Infield single to short. Phoebus will, yes, that's a hit. Phoebus will stop at second. Gonzalez to third. Sacks are full for the cleanup man, Roger Villarreal. Went down on strikes to end the first inning. Burt, center fielder, shading the hitter just a little bit to pull. And Goki will wind up with the bases loaded, 1 out, and miss upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Two walks to start the inning. A base hit brought 1 in. A strikeout, and then an infield single, and now 1-1 on the cleanup hitter, Roger Villarreal. Conquistadors are threatening for a big inning. Here's a 1-1. Fastball is inside for ball 2. There is action in the Eagles bullpen. Two balls and a strike. Goki will wind. Not sure where that one missed, and neither was Larson Lott, the catcher, but it's ball 3. Three balls and a strike, and that one's going to drive in a run. RBI for Roger Villarreal, the 3rd walk of the inning issued by Darren Goki. We're tied at 2. Gonzalez will score. Phoebus goes to 3rd. Rodriguez is at 2nd. Timeout. Head coach John Copeland. Absolutely wonderful to see him in uniform and back on the field. We Eagles fans, we know the story. I won't get into it. Praise God, Coach Copeland is all right. We'll be back in just a bit. We are back, and we have our first look of the season at Gavin Comer, freshman from Palatka High School, pitched at St. Joseph's Academy under head coach and former major leaguer Eric Hurley, who was a Wilson product. So the Jacksonville connection. He, though, inherits a very difficult situation. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2 runs in. Goki ran into some control problems, and the Conquistadors have tied it up. First pitch from Comer of his collegiate career is a strike, and he threw that one pretty hard. No radar gun in the bleachers at the moment. That's only when FNU is on the mound. Big fastball, however, towing the first base side of the rubber, and this one a little bit low and a really good block by Larson Lott. RBI single by Christian Phoebus. RBI walk to Villarreal. Those are the 2 runs here in the top of the 3rd. Comer trying to get out of a big mess, and that one's drilled into center, and it is gone. A grand slam for Chris Rivera. And those walks have come back to hurt the TBC Eagles. Everybody scores. Phoebus from 3rd, Rodriguez from 2nd, Villarreal from 1st, and Rivera goes all the way around. And it is now 6-2 in favor of the Conquistadors. And Comer greeted very harshly by the first man he faces, but he gets a strike. Conquistadors, members of the NAIA Continental Athletic Conference, also members of the USCAA, and FNU last year was the USCAA World Series runner-up, Small College World Series. They won 4 of 6 games in that national championship tournament. Ball and a strike. Comer delivers and gets the man to foul it right off the end of the bat. Rivera drilled that one. It was a no-doubter. Got it up just enough, and with that wind blowing out, drove in 4. Here's a 1-2. Comer winds and delivers. Check swing, and no swing, says the first base umpire. Comer came into a very tight situation, had to put the ball over the plate. Rivera was ready. And Chris Rivera, who drove in 3 yesterday, now has 7 RBIs. That one is low. That'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Both bullpens very quiet at the moment. Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. First strikeout of his career for Gavin Comer. And it brings up Fausto. Oh, that was Fausto Sanchez. It brings up Jason Altuve. Nothing out of 1. He struck out his first time up. That was against Goki. And Comer winds and delivers and gets a fastball inside. One ball, no strikes. And this one almost got the knee of Altuve. That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That one got the outside corner. Here comes a 2-1 from Comer. That one hit the turf, and that's ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike. There's a chopper towards short. That'll go right to McGann to throw to first in time. Altuve was hustling, but a good, strong throw by Logan McGann, and that ends the inning. Conquistadors, though, bat around, and the big blow is the grand slam from Chris Rivera. They score 6 times, and after 2.5, Florida National leads 6-2. Ryan Onks leads things off for the Eagles, who now find themselves trailing by 4 as they come to bat in the bottom of the third. The first pitch, a late call strike. Onks not happy with that call, but it's 0-1. Rhino bounced to second his first time up, advanced a runner to third, and a curveball. That one got the inside corner. And Ryan Onks down in the count, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Most likely he'll be catching game 2 this afternoon. He's a DH here in the opener. Absolutely beautiful, cool Saturday afternoon here in the southeast side of Jacksonville. 0-2, and the pitch. And Onks able to hold up in time, flinched a little bit. Lido has allowed 2 earned runs in 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. At a fastball right by the hitter, and there is 1 away. So 1 out. Brings up Gavin Williams, who reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run. Now he'll have to hold on, as Coach Nick Strong is out to the mound. A lot of pitches thrown by Lido, 53 in 2 1/3. We have a new man. Looks like he's hustling in from the bullpen. We'll tell you about him in just a minute. We'll be right back. The new pitcher for Florida National is John Higgins, a right-handed freshman, 6'1", 175 from Henderson, Nevada, transferred over from the College of Southern Nevada. He will inherit 1 out, bases empty, and a 6-2 lead. So Jordan Lido goes 2 1/3. He allows 2 runs, both earned on 4 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 1. And Higgins will get ready to face Gavin Williams. And I believe this will be the first batter in his college career Higgins did not appear in yesterday's ball game. Winning pitcher was reliever Evan Dalmau because the starter did not go the required 4 innings of a 7-inning game. And so Gavin Williams at the plate, nothing out of 1 but a run scored. He was able to hustle his way into scoring position at the rundown between third and home and ended up scoring the first of TBC's 2 in the bottom of the first. And Higgins gets ready for his first pitch. Slow windup and a delivery. It's a fastball low and away. Williams followed by Lott and Brigman, but there is 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes. Higgins winds and delivers, and that one is fouled right off the catcher's mask. And always thanking God for small favors. Gonzalez took a big blow right there. These are tough young men back there. I played catcher for only 5 games, and it was a lot of fun, but there's no way I'd do it again. Of course, I'm 55. Here's the 1-1, and a breaking ball way outside. Gavin Williams, when he gets a hold of one, it will go a long way. Two balls and a strike. And that fastball is outside. Gonzalez tried to do a frame-up job, but the umpire didn't fall for it. 3-1, 1 out, bases empty. 6-2 Conquistadors, bottom of the third. First of 2 here this afternoon. And Higgins winds and delivers. And a high drive, well hit towards right center. That ball is going to bounce off the wall. Williams on his way to second. He'll get there with a 1-out double. Get that ball up a little and it's gone. The throw gets away and Williams will take third. Heads up base running by Gavin Williams. That's going to be an error charge to the second baseman for missing the throw, allowing Williams to get to third base. So it's a double to right center. The throw is on target, but just dropped. So the Eagles have a runner at third with 1 out for Larson Lott. Walked and scored in the first and takes a fastball upstairs. First hit allowed by Higgins. Good opportunity for the Eagles to get a run closer here. 1 out. Wind has died down. Here's a pitch and a fastball on the corner for a strike. No argument from Lott. In fact, he nodded his head yes. Brigman waits on deck. Higgins from the stretch with the runner at third and 1 out and the pitch. And a beautiful curveball I thought was a strike, but not called. Might have dipped a little low too soon. 2 balls and a strike. Williams leads off third. And the pitch. High pop up. And this one is out of play. Counts 2-2. Gavin Williams doubled, went to third on a missed throw. Higgins trying to keep him there. No check of the runner, but the pitch, and it is upstairs to fill the count. Good patience from Lott. Did not chase one. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and he is right on top of the plate, as close as he can get legally. Toes are touching the line, and the pitch is in the dirt. The ball does not get far enough away, and Gonzalez pounces on it quickly. Good eye by Lott. That's the second time he's drawn a walk. Now, last time Dominic Gattinella came out to run, and Dom will come out once again. Courtesy runner for the catcher is allowed in both the NCCAA and the NAIA and the USCAA as well. Of course, Florida National is a member of both of those last 2 organizations. Jacob Brigman drove in a run with a solid single his first time up, and has a chance to do it again. This time, runners at the corners and 1 out. Brigman 1 for 1. A lot of room on the ground to the right side. Gattinella takes off. Brigman squares, takes a strike, and Gattinella is in there with a stolen base. With a 4-run lead, you don't want to risk throwing the ball around. Give him what he earned. Pitch was a strike. 0-1 on Brigman. Base hit could score 2, and that one tried to go the other way and fouled it off. 0-2 on Jacob Brigman, sophomore from Florida Christian School in Homestead, Florida. 0-2. A lot of room in the right field gap. Tried to go that way, but over the top of a terrific curveball for strike 3. First strikeout for Josh Higgins, and it brings up Graham Gorman, who also drove in a run with a base hit in the first. And now Higgins a chance to get out of the inning without a run scoring, and he gets the first pitch called a strike. He came in after Angst went down swinging with 1 out and the base is empty. High pop foul and out of play. Higgins has now thrown 15 pitches in the inning. That's not excessive. I'm being mocked for saying solid single over here. And the 2-strike pitch swung on and missed. A great job by Higgins to get out of the inning. He had 2 men in scoring position with 1 out, and nobody scores. After 3, it is 6-2, Florida National. After 3, 6-2, Florida National leads. They got all 6 runs in the top of the 3rd. A grand slam off the bat of Chris Rivera broke the 2-2 tie. Sam Del Valle started that inning with a walk, scored the first run, and he's at the plate and takes the first pitch outside. 8, 9, and 1, Del Valle, Gonzalez, and Phoebus, the same three men who started the second inning. Gavin Comer, 2/3 of an inning so far. He's charged with one of those runs, and he gets a good swing and a miss. Allowed just the one hit. That was the home run ball. Struck out a man. A ball and a strike. And that one is in the dirt. Comer may have tried to overthrow that one. Wind is picked back up, blowing straight out over the center field fence. John Higgins, 2 consecutive strikeouts, stranding 2 men in scoring position. Here's a 2-1, and the fastball misses upstairs. Now, Lito cannot qualify for the win. He pitched only 2 1/3, must go at least half the distance. That would be 4 innings in a 7-inning ball game. So at the moment, Josh Higgins is the pitcher of record, and that one is upstairs. Of course, still plenty of time left. That's a first walk issued by Gavin Comer. That is how that big second inning started, a walk, and it brings up Ismart Gonzalez. So Comer will now work from the stretch. Pretty good lead off first from Del Valle, not going. Gonzalez showed bunt, but pulled back in time to take it up and in. Ball and no strikes. Let's see what Del Valle has in mind off first base. He is inching closer. He's not going. The bunt attempt is fouled off. Gonzalez looked like he was bunting for a hit on that one. 1-1 to count. Graham Gorman charging in from third. Brigman has to hold the bag, of course, with the runner at first. Naguras was doing his job, getting ready to cover for the throw. The 1-1. This time Gonzalez squares up. Runner's going. The throw is off the mark. And that's going to allow the runner to get into third. A pump fake by Lott. Should have held on to it after that. It'll go as a stolen base for Del Valle. And then an E2 allows him to go to third. So a runner at third. No need to bunt now. Gorman and Brigman. And now the middle infielders all playing close. The bunt attempt pulled back, but a strike called. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third, nobody out. The leadoff walk, a steal, and an overthrow. And Comer delivers. Breaking ball is just a bit inside. Had a lot of bite, but missed that corner. Phoebus is the leadoff man. He's on deck. Payoff pitch from Comer. Slide step, a high pop up on the infield. It's going to be McGann on the right side of the bag making the catch. So 1 out, keeping that runner at third, but Christian Phoebus at the plate. He's hit the ball hard both times. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Infield will still play in. 1 out. And the pitch. And that fastball misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at third, Sam Del Valle. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt. Count now 1-1. Comer from the stretch. And the pitch. Hot shot. 1 hopper into left field. Base hit. The run will score. At the moment, the run is unearned. That's going to depend on what happens the rest of the way. That's a second RBI single off the bat of Christian Phoebus. Adrian Roman at the plate. A ball and a strike, 1 out. Runners going, ground ball right at McGinn. He'll flip to second, out at second, throw to first in time. Double play retires the side, 6-4-3. Inning over, 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It is 6-2 Florida National. Double check, and that run is earned. The steal is second. Can't assume everything, we can't be sure everything happens exactly the same way, but a base hit would have scored him from second, so the run is earned. That was my mistake. It is 7-2 in favor of the Conquistadors. Eagles coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th. They will have 7, 8, and 9 due up. That's Naguras, Bandy, and Burke. Facing Josh Higgins, who did a fantastic job after letting 2 men into scoring position with just 1 out, struck out 2 in a row to end the inning. Naguras at the plate went down swinging his first time up. So Josh Higgins, first chance to start the inning. 2/3, 1 hit. High fly ball, easy play in right, and the catch is made. So 1 away. Roman puts it away, had to come in a little bit. And Blake Bandy at the plate. He singled in the 2nd, stole second, and that's as far as he got. Well, he actually advanced to 3rd on a ground ball after that. Can't read my own markings. Takes the first pitch. A little bit low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And a pitch on the way. There's a chopper right in front of the plate. It's going to be a close play at first. It is not in time. Now the ball popped out of the glove, so we'll have to take another look at that. See how to score that one. The throw looked like it might have beaten the runner. We'll see how they score that one. Either way, Bandy is aboard at first, and it brings up Jacob Burke. That went down as an error on the first baseman. Swing and a miss. Ball just popped right out of his glove. So Blake Bandy, he's at first. And this one is a little bit low to even the count at 1-1. A ball and a strike. 1 out, runner at first. Very small lead by Bandy. Higgins from the stretch. And that one is fouled right off the ankles. One ball, two strikes, a count. Top of the order due up next, Logan McGann, then Ryan Ongston, Gavin Williams. Eagles trail by 5. They got 2 in the first, that's it. Little bit bigger lead. Off first by Bandy this time. The pitch is way outside, and Bandy scampers back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both bullpens are quiet at the moment. Higgins from the stretch instead throws over to first, and the runner's back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bandy gets a little bit more, takes another half step, not going, and the pitch swung on and missed. One up and in, and Burke is out on strikes. Third for Higgins, and it brings up Logan McGann, who is 1 for 2. Got an infield single in the first, popped up on that play that looked like it was going to be a gift, but then Phoebus was able to make a long arm extended one-handed catch. And a fastball misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Ryan Onks looking for an opportunity. He's on deck. If he comes up, Eagles will have a couple of base runners on. And the pitch. High fly ball. Shallow right field. Roman camps under it and puts it away to retire the side. Eagles get a man aboard on the error, but do nothing with it. And after 4, the Conquistadors lead it 7-2. Top of the 5th, 7-2 Conquistadors. One big blow. Chris Rivera, grand slam in the 3rd. Gavin Comer ready to start the inning. 1 2/3 so far. And the pitch is in the dirt. He's allowed 2 runs. One ball, no strikes. Eric Rodriguez, the batter. 1 for 2 with a run scored. 1 ball, no strikes. Comer winds and delivers and misses outside. Got a defensive change for the Eagles. I'll tell you about in just a moment after the pitch from Comer. It is downstairs. That is ball 3. Dominic Gattinella is now in right field. He has taken over for Blake Bandy. Gattinella was a courtesy runner twice. Now he's in the ball game. And a strike called on the outside corner. Three and 1. And the pitch is strike 2 called. A late call. Rodriguez had tossed the bat and was about to take off the shin guard and trot down to first. Umpires don't like it when the batter makes the call for them. Pitch looked pretty good from up here, and it's a full count. Rodriguez singled in that big third inning, ended up scoring on the big fly. Payoff pitch. First batter of the inning. Comer takes a long look, now winds and delivers. Fastball, line drive, one hopper towards second, off Naguris and into the outfield. Throw to first is not in time. That one took a tough hop on Naguris. We're going to see how that one gets charged. Rodriguez hit the ball hard. Naguris was ready to make the play, and that ball really took a hop on him. Roger Villarreal at the plate. That went down as an E4. First one misses low. One ball, no strikes. From the stretch, this one misses up and in. So the Eagles in each of the last 3 innings, including this one, have given a free base runner to start it off. 2 walks, and this time a missed ground ball. It is a very spongy artificial surface. Throw over to first, and the runner's back. Two balls, no strikes. Comer delivers. That one's drilled but pulled foul. Makes the count 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Comer toes the right side of the rubber, the first base side, and bounces one in the dirt. And that will allow Rodriguez to advance on to second. That will be a wild pitch. Conquistadors now have a man in scoring position with nobody out. And Comer now checks that runner at second and delivers. And misses inside for ball 4. There is action in the Eagles bullpen. Left-hander on the mound. Looks like Blake Bandy, who was playing right field. He's now warming up. Remember, starters are allowed to re-enter. Coach Broden trots on out to the mound. Have a conference as the Conquistadors have 2 on, nobody out, neither man hit his way aboard. Chris Rivera waits at the plate. We know what he did last time. Infielders are heading back to position. Coach Brodenose still out there on the mound, and he'll head back toward the dugout. Four-game series coming up for Florida National next weekend. Back-to-back double headers, home against Columbia International University. The Rams are members of both the NAIA and the NCCAA. And we're ready to resume. Comer digs in against Rivera. That one chopped toward the Eagles' dugout and out of play. No balls and a strike. Wind has calmed down some, still blowing out towards center, but not as hard as earlier. One strike, and the pitch is a breaking ball and a beauty for strike two. 0-2, Comer ahead of the hitter. Rivera Jr. from Lacey, Washington. 0-2, the pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Lott, keeping the runners where they are. Rivera is a transfer from Wenatchee Valley College. Stands at 6'1", 225. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch in the dirt. This one bounces away from Lott. Both runners will advance. That will be a wild pitch on the pitcher. 2 men now in scoring position and nobody out. Well, Bandy's warming up. If he re-enters, that means Gattinella will have to come out. Two balls, 2 strikes. Rivera now a chance to drive in 2 with a base hit. He looks like he was trying to drive in 3 on that swing and fouled it off. He has 7 RBIs already on the season, only a game and a half in. Count remains 2-2. And the pitch. Hot shot right at the third baseman. Gorman checks the runner, throws to first. The one hopper is in time. Throw was low, but that spongy surface got a good true hop right at Jacob Brigman, who made the play. Came off the bag just in case Rodriguez was able to stray a little too far. Comer got a big first out, still in a jam as Fausto Sanchez steps in. He has punched out twice. 2 on, nobody out, both in scoring position, and the fastball's upstairs. Sanchez batting. 2 RBI opportunity. And the pitch. That one is down a left field line and foul just to the left of the bag. I see a couple of TBC Eagles softball players in attendance. They're going to start their season right here at Ford Family Park next weekend against Savannah State University, part of the Edward Waters University tournament to open the season. And that one is low. That's ball 2. Of course, you can see the softball schedule and roster on tbceagles.com. Coach Rob Blackmer will make his TBC debut next Friday afternoon. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch. That one bounced toward third. Gorman knocks it down. Throw to first. It is in time. This time Gorman used that surface to his advantage as he was kind of falling backwards on the play, but made a perfect throw, one hopper to Brigman for the out. So 2 down, and now Comer a chance to get out of it. He'll have to deal with Jason Altuve. He was 0 for 2. He got Altuve to bounce out to end that 3rd inning. The bases are loaded. Are they calling Sanchez safe? At first, the official called out. Let's see what happened on that last play. They changed it to safe, and that's why Sanchez is at first. So an infield single. Base umpire, he gave the out call at first. Okay, so there's only one out with the bases loaded. High pop-up in foul territory and out of play. Not a whole lot of room in foul territory here. That one didn't make it out by much, but it did. Ball and a strike. Bases loaded, one out. And that one is low, and there's nowhere to put Altuve. That's ball two. I was surprised to see Sanchez on first because base ump originally called out and overturned it. High pop up, and this will get out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, Comer got a 6-4-3 DP to end the 4th. Let's see if he can do something like that again. Here's a 2-2. Altuve digs in. There's a drive, well hit, left center field. The ball's going to be caught. A runner will tag. The throw will come to third. Rodriguez will score an unearned run, but it's on the board, and the Conquistadors lead 8-2. Altuve hit that one pretty well. It had a lot of topspin. It's a sacrifice fly. Both other runners hold up. And it brings up Sam Del Valle, who has walked twice, stolen a bag, and scored twice. And wondering about a pinch hitter now because Coach Strong is talking with the home plate umpire. That is not Sam Del Valle ready to swing the bat. That is Brian Jensen. So Jensen gets his first at bat. He has 2 on with 2 outs. And the pitch, high pop-up, shallow center field. Naguris will call off everybody else and make the catch to retire the side. An unearned run on 1 hit. 2 men left. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It is 8-2 Conquistadors. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. It is now 8-2 in favor of the Conquistadors. Sam Del Valle has re-entered back in center field. And coming up for the Eagles, 2, 3, and 4 are due up. Ryan Ongst, Gavin Williams, and Larson Lott. So Ryan Ongst at the plate. He has grounded out and struck out. Trying to start a rally for the Eagles in the 5th. Facing Josh Higgins, who's been very good. And the first pitch coming from Higgins. A little change up. Got in there for the strike. Higgins an inning and 2/3, just 1 run. He has walked 1 and struck out 3. This fastball misses inside. Ball and a strike to Ongst. And Higgins, slow delivery and a good swing by Ongst. Fouled it right off the mitt of Gonzalez. Hey, congratulations to Eagles basketball. Both teams have won multiple games of late. As that one is fouled off, the men's team has won 3 in a row in 4 of their last 5. Women's team has won 2 in a row. Defeated Southeastern Baptist in South Region competition last Saturday. Got the win over Trinity College of Florida on Tuesday. And the men's team scored 61 points in the second half Tuesday night to defeat Trinity College of Florida 104-75. That one just got a piece of it on the swing by Ongst. Both of those basketball teams will play Bob Jones University next Saturday afternoon. We'll have both of those games for you here on TBC Eagles back inside Trinity Gymnasium. A ball and 2 strikes. Ongst digs in. Here comes the pitch. Hit well into center field, slicing away and landing on the ground. Del Valle gave it a great effort, but Ongst put some slice to that one and got the base hit. Go ahead and say it, Sam. Solid single to center. There's some alliteration for you. Sam says solid single to center. So Ryan Ongst now 1 for 3. And Gavin Williams at the plate. Doubled his last time up, got to 3rd. He scored a run in the 1st inning. Ongst a modest lead off first, trailing by 6. Don't want to take too many chances. That one nearly plunked Williams. And now Coach Broden wants to make sure. Nope, actually he wants to send in a pinch runner for Ryan Ongst. Tyson LaChapelle, freshman from Orlando's The First Academy, will take over. So LaChapelle will be the pinch runner. Now, Ongst is a DH, so we don't have to worry about field replacement. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Of course, Ongst can re-enter. That was a great curveball by Higgins. That one had all kinds of movement. That's one of those 10-4 jobs. Pretty good lead by LaChapelle off first. And the pitch, another curveball. Swung on and missed. And by 10-4, I mean, think of the old analog clock from 10 o'clock down to 4 o'clock, from this vantage point anyway. So many use the digital watches and phones now. Here's a ball and 2 strikes. A lot of room on the ground to the right side. And another curveball. This one stays upstairs. A good eye by Williams. Gavin Williams reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the first. Drilled a double into the right center gap his last time up. Now faces a 2-2. And Higgins from the stretch. Not too worried about that runner at first with a big lead. And he drops one down in the turf Gonzalez applied a tag just in case Williams might have swung at that. Of course, he's watching the ball, not the batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eagles are batting in the bottom of the 5th. They led 2-0 after 1. And 8 so far unanswered runs. LaChapelle leads off first. Full count. Let's see what he has in mind. Coach Sammy Coffrin at first base. Not going. A breaking ball. Line drive to second. The catch is made. The throw to first is in time. That'll be a line drive double play. Williams hit that ball right on the button, and they get the out at first as well to erase that leadoff single. So the double play erases the runner and Larson Lott at the plate. Gavin Williams, you can't hit the ball much harder than that, but unfortunately it went right to Christian Phoebus, who got the out at first as well, and a curveball taken up and in to Lott. Tough luck hitting off the bat of Gavin Williams. One ball, no strikes, and ball 2 misses up and away. Two balls, no strikes, and a fastball nearly got the batter. Two balls, or make that 3 balls, no strikes. If Lott reaches, Brigman would bat next. Higgins delivers a fastball taken all the way for a strike. Counts 3-1. Larson Lott at the plate. He has walked twice. And make that 3 times. Now he had Dominic Gattinella run for him each of the first 2 times. Gattinella is in the game. And so there'll be another Eagle coming out. Seth Reeves will be the courtesy runner. So great job at the plate by Larson Lott. 3 walks. Gattinella scored in the first, and now Seth Reeves is the courtesy runner. Jacob Brigman drove in the first of the 2 runs in the first inning. He's at the plate. He is 1 for 2. That one bounces in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. So 1 ball, no strikes to Brigman. And the right-handed hitter, they're giving him the infield on the right side. He can ground one through. Reeves pretty good speed at first. This one is a high chopper towards third. A one-hopper, delayed on the throw. It is not in time. Brigman hustling, beats out the infield single. And Seth Reeves at second base. Great job by Brigman, taking nothing for granted. A short hop. Rivera made a nice pick, had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove on the run, and credit Brigman with the infield single. So it brings up Graham Gorman, who is 1 for 2, drove in a run with a base hit in the first inning. Reeves, good speed at second. Brigman at first. Opportunity for the Eagles, but there are 2 outs, and it makes you think back to that line drive double play. Eagles have swung the bat pretty well in the inning. So far, no runs. Let's hope they can turn that around. Gorman digs in and takes one low. That was pitch number 48 for Josh Higgins. There is action now in the Conquistadors bullpen. And with those green numbers on black jerseys, even with my binoculars, I cannot see who it is. High drive, well hit, right center field, on its way back. It is gone. Graham Gorman, a 3-run homer, cuts the deficit in half. It is now 8-5. Graham Gorman got one up over the 335. It's not listed out there on the fence, but that's about the distance. Well, I told you the Eagles swinging the bats well in the inning. Unfortunately, that double play. However, it is now 8-5, and that's going to be all for Josh Higgins. Tell you about the new pitcher in just a minute. We'll be right back. New pitcher for the Conquistadors, Isaiah Franco, a junior from Winters, California, transfer from Napa Valley College. He'll face Nate Naguris with his first pitch, and a chopper right back to the box. Franco leaps up high, snares it, one pitch, and the side is retired on a 1-3. However, the Eagles get a 3-run homer from Graham Gorman. They score 3, cut the deficit in half. After 5, Florida National leads 8-5. We'll be right back on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Some changes for the Eagles. We'll start off with the new pitcher, Blake Bandy, who has re-entered, but he's not in the batting order. We'll give you the rest of the changes as we get opportunities. First, Ismar Gonzalez is batting for the Conquistadors, who now lead 8-5. And the first pitch drilled into left field. That's a base hit. Gonzalez greets Bandy with a first pitch swing and a drive down the line. So Bandy now pitching. And he'll go back into the number 8 hole where he started the ball game. Runner at first. Square around a bunt. And this one is outside. So 1 ball, no strikes. So Dominic Gattinella has come out of the game. He was in the ace spot when he went in for Bandy earlier. Graham Gorman is now in right. And the pitch, a strike. Throw down is a strike, and they got him. Great throw from Larson Lott, the catcher, cutting down Gonzalez and erasing that leadoff single. So caught stealing 2-6 on the play. 1 out. Christian Phoebus is at the plate. And Bandy delivers a curveball that is chopped toward the bag and turned foul right in front of the sack. Christian Phoebus, a sophomore from Salinas, Puerto Rico, a transfer from Vernon College. It was his catch that turned into a double play that kept the Eagles from getting a little bit closer. Gorman hit that 3-run homer. Gorman's now in right field. And the pitch is upstairs for a ball. Tyson LaChapelle is now playing third base, and he'll stay in the number 2 hole where he ran for Ryan Ongst. Bandy delivers a fastball down low. So the batting order is now McGann, Ongst, Williams, Lott, Brigman, Gorman, Naguris, Bandy, and Burke. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bandy delivers. High fly towards left field, has some top spin. It's going to one hop its way over the fence for a book rule double. Phoebus hit the ball up and hard enough to get it over, but that ball had a whole lot of top spin. It is a double, so he's at second with 1 out. They call it a ground rule double, but that's a book rule. Ground rules have to do with the ballpark configuration itself. And the pitch. This one is low and inside to Adrian Roman. Last time up, grounded into a double play. He is 1 for 3. Also stole the base. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That one is drilled into left, a 1-hop base hit. Now Phoebus had to hold up and make sure the ball wasn't caught, so he will stop at third. And 3 straight hits to start the inning for the Conquistadors. The caught stealing so far is the only out. Two on, both at the corners. Now batting is first baseman Eric Rodriguez, who has scored twice, officially 1 for 3. 2 on, 1 out. Bandy winds and delivers and gets a strike at the knees. Nothing in one. There is one out. Bandy checks that runner at first and delivers. Couldn't get the chase or the call, and that pitch was off the plate, so it's 1-1. Ball and a strike. Bandy from the stretch. Another fastball just off the outside corner. It is 2-1. The umpire has been consistent, and he's gotten him right. 2 balls and a strike. Runner bluffs at first. A high pop-up on the infield. La Chapelle and McGann will call off the third baseman and make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs, a chance to get out of the inning without a run, but he'll have to deal with Roger Villarreal, who has 2 walks and an RBI and a run scored. First of those 2 came with the bases loaded. That's how he got his ribby. Eagles trying to fight back, but they'll have to hold the Florida National right here if they want a chance. This one's fouled away. In the bottom of the 6th, Bandy, Burke, and McGann are the scheduled hitters. The DH is out of the ball game. That was Ryan Onks, but La Chapelle pinch ran and stayed in at third. No balls and a strike to Roger Villarreal. That one's drilled down the left field line. It is hooking foul right up against the 315. That ball didn't miss the line by much, but it did miss. And it's 0-2. Let's see if Bandy tries to break off a curveball here. Get the hitter out in front. Conquistadors do not strike out a whole lot. Bandy delivers. Ball bounces in the dirt. Straight up into the air. A lot got a glove on it long enough to freeze the runner at third, but a wild pitch will allow Roman to take second. A lot got a glove on it. That forced Phoebus to stop. Chance to drive in 2 now for Villarreal. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one hits the batter. And the bases will be loaded. No, they're going to say he swung and call strike 3 on the swing. Coach Strong wants an explanation. That's going to retire the side. Coach Strong still talking with the umpire, but both teams have cleared the field. Get us ready for the bottom of the 6th. Florida National 8, Trinity Baptist 5. Back in just a bit here on TBC Eagles. Blake Bandy will start things off in the bottom of the sixth as the Eagles trail 8-5. Takes the first pitch outside. Bandy is 1 for 2. It's a pretty sharp ground ball that bounces away from Phoebus, and Bandy is aboard with an error charge to the second baseman. Sharply hit ground ball. Phoebus, a routine play. He just couldn't come up with it. Now, Bandy's the pitcher. We'll see if he's going to run. No, it'll be courtesy runner Seth Reeves running for Bandy. We saw Reeves not long ago doing the same role for the catcher, Larson Lott. Reeves, good speed. He's aboard. Eagles got 3 in the 5th thanks to Graham Gorman's 3-run homer. Jacob Burke at the plate. He is grounded out and struck out. Drops down the bunt. There'll be one play to first. It is in time. It was the first baseman Rodriguez taking the throw. Sacrifice bunt 1-3 on the putout. Advancing Seth Reeves into scoring position. Logan McGann at the plate. He is 1 for 3. But he's going to hold on. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a pitching change. Nice job by Isaiah Franco. We'll give you his totals in just a moment when we come back here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. The new pitcher for the Conquistadors is Evan Dalmau, who made an appearance yesterday and got the win in relief. One scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. That was the final inning of the game. He was awarded the win because of starting pitcher Alexis Dubo did not go half the distance. Needed to go 4 innings. But Dalmau was the 4th reliever. He had the best performance, so that's why he got credited with the win. He will come in with a runner at second, 1 out after the sac bunt from Jacob Burke. Logan McGann will be the first batter that Dalmau faces. After McGann would be Tyson LaChapelle at the plate. And barring a pinch hitter, it will be LaChapelle's first at bat. The freshman from Orlando. He's on deck now. Logan McGann, a chance to drive in the run. 1 for 3, an infield single in the first. And a breaking ball misses outside. Evan Dalmau, a junior from Miami Lakes, Florida. Pitched at Barbara Goldman High School. 3rd year with the Conquistadors. And the pitch. There's a good curveball that got the inside corner. Not to McGann's liking, so he let it go by. A ball and a strike. Eagles trying to battle from behind. They were down 8-2. It's now 8-5. And a chopper is foul. Right now the tying run is in the on-deck circle. Inning started with Blake Bandy reaching on an error. His courtesy runner, Seth Reeves, advanced to second on the sac bunt from Jacob Burke. Dalmau with the pitch in the dirt, and a really nice block by Gonzalez. He did it exactly right. Got his body in front of the ball and leaned forward to make sure that ball hit off his chest protector and went straight down. Two balls, two strikes. And a little chopper towards third. There'll be a close play at first, not in time. Logan McGann beats out the infield single. Chopper towards third. It took a high bounce on this spongy surface. Seth Reeves advances to third. Tying run is at the plate. Tyson LaChapelle getting his first collegiate at-bat. Hello, Legendary Wolf. Thanks for letting us know you're watching. Cracked Slow, Voice of Reality, among others, CCS Patriots, and former Eagle Merrick Ask, all letting us know they're enjoying the broadcast. And we're enjoying having it and having you. As a first pitch strike to Tyson LaChapelle. Came in as a pinch runner last inning. Stayed in the game. He's now at third base. And right now, he's trying to drive in a run. He represents the potential tying run for TBC. Squares around to show bunt. Now stands upright. Flinches, but takes a pitch a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagles trying to get a little bit closer. 1 inning left to go. First of 2 here this afternoon. The 1-1. Fastball off the outside corner. Good eye at the plate by Tyson LaChapelle. From the First Academy in Orlando, Florida. A fantastic high school baseball program. Here's a 2-1. They're not too shabby in football either. Started to flinch, but took the curveball on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gavin Williams waits on deck. Barring a double play, he'll have a chance. Count is 2-2. Runners going. Driven into center field. That ball's going to get down. It's going to get by. 1 run is in. Here is a runner around third. Burke, he'll stop right there. That's an RBI double for LaChapelle, and the Eagles have cut it 1 run closer. That goes as a double. 1 run scores. They had to make sure the ball wasn't caught. Playing it wisely, Seth Reeves crosses the plate. McGann stops at third. And Gavin Williams now represents the potential go-ahead run. 2 men in scoring position, 1 out. And he takes a fastball, not the pitch he wanted, so he let it go off the outside corner for a strike. Looking for one he can drive. A base hit could tie the game. A long ball would put the Eagles in front. That one's into right field. That's a base hit. 1 run will score. Another man's being waved home. Here comes a throw. It is off the mark. We're tied. Williams takes second on the throw. It is 8-8. Gavin Williams drives in 2. He gets credit for a base hit and takes second on the throw to the plate. Both McGann and LaChapelle score, and the Eagles have come back from a 6-run deficit to tie it up. Well, Dalmau got the win in relief yesterday. This time he gives up the lead. Darren Goki is off the hook. And now Larson Lott a chance to put the Eagles in front. Williams runs pretty well for a big man. And the pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. Gavin Williams, sophomore from Port Orange, Florida. Larson Lott at the plate, a sophomore from Spring Hill. The 0-1 is a good curveball for a strike. Lott has walked 3 times, and his courtesy runners have scored 2 of the Eagles' 8 runs. The 2-strike pitch. Dalmau delivers and misses outside. Three runs have scored, 2 of them are earned. Here comes the 1-2. There's a looper, has a chance to get down. That ball's going to be a base hit. Williams had to hold up, but he's going to come around, and the Eagles have gained the lead. It's 9-8. Larson Lott a hustle double, driving in Gavin Williams with the 4th run of the inning. That was just a blooper. The outfield was playing back and dropped in. A high bounce allowed Williams to score. And Lott will come out for a courtesy runner. This is Anthony Faia. I'm told it's pronounced Fela. Thank you. I do want to make sure we get it right. So Anthony Fela, a redshirt junior from Sebastian, Florida, transferred from Bruton Parker College up in Mount Vernon, Georgia. We have a timeout. Doesn't look like they're going to change pitchers, at least not at the moment. Dalmau's had some trouble. The Eagles have hit a few solidly and got the bloop double just a moment ago from Larson Lott. Jacob Brigman now a chance to extend the lead, and time called. Coach Broden wants to talk to the hitter, the runner, and the on-deck man. TBC got 2 in the first. Florida National got 6 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. Eagles got 3 in the bottom of the fifth and have scored 4 here in the sixth. 8-9-3 for the Conquistadors, 9-12-3 for the Eagles. And now timeout called by Coach Strong, and he will go to the bullpen. We'll pause here. We'll be back in just a minute. The new pitcher is Armando Jimenez, sophomore from Miami, Florida's Miami South Ridge High School. And Jimenez will inherit a runner at second, 4 runs in. And this will be Jimenez's first appearance of the season. Did not pitch in yesterday's ball game that the Conquistadors won 20-7. The Eagles have fought back from down 6 to take a 9-8 lead, and an insurance run standing out there at second base. Jacob Brigman has had a good day. He is 2 for 3. He has driven in a run and scored 1. One out with that runner at second. And Jimenez, his first pitch is grounded hard to the right side. Should be an easy play. To throw to first is in time. On the play, Fela advances to third. There are 2 outs. So any runs that score from here on are unearned. Graham Gorman at the plate, a 3-run homer to right center his last time up. Gorman a chance to extend the lead, and the pitch is a high fly ball. That should be easy. It's in shallow right, and the catch is made by Roman to retire the side. The Eagles get 4 runs, 3 of them earned on 4 hits, and 1 man left. We go to the top of the 7th. It is 9-8 TBC. Caden Butler has come in from the bullpen to try to save it for pitcher of record Blake Bandy. Caden Butler, a junior from Providence Christian College. He is originally from Elk Grove, California. He has one job: get 3 outs without allowing a run. Chris Rivera is the first man that Butler will face, and the right-hander delivers and misses outside. Right now, the pitchers of record are Blake Bandy and Evan Dalmau. 1 ball, no strikes. Butler delivers. Last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Each time the Eagles have done that, that man has scored. Both times that was Sam Del Valle. Butler working from the stretch, and the 2-0. Grounded hard and foul to the left side. 2 7-inning ball games here this afternoon. Game 2 will start at about half an hour after the conclusion of this one, which the Eagles are hoping will be in just a couple of minutes. They came back to take a 9-8 lead, 2-1. Must have missed a little bit inside for ball 3. Butler thought he had the strike, so did Lott, but it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. And Butler with the pitch, ball 4, puts a runner at board. So Chris Rivera is on. Officially the second time. The first time he didn't stay there because he kept trotting around the bases. And so Fausto Sanchez at the plate to try to at least advance the runner into scoring position. Sanchez has struck out twice and singled to the third baseman. Runner at first, nobody out. Sanchez shows bunt. Let's see if he really does. He's going for it. He gets it down to first baseline. Brigman will flip to first. Thought we might see a little Javier Baez for a moment, but Brigman didn't fall for it and got the easy out. It is a sac bunt. 3-4 on the putout. Niguris covering. Rivera into second, representing the tying run. Jason Altuve, the next scheduled hitter. But it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter for Altuve. See who comes out of the dugout to take the at-bat. If I'm seeing it correctly, it is Andres Nunez. And he is getting some encouragement and some instruction from Coach Nicholas Strong. And now Coach Strong wants to chat with his batter again. Nope, it is not Nunez. It is Cesar Mora. So Mora pinch hitting for Altuve in the top of the 7th with the tying run at second base. Coach Copeland is out to the mound, and he's calling for a pitching change. 1 out. We'll see who the new pitcher is when we return in just a minute. Drew Billings comes on to try to shut the door with that tying run at second. Billings had 4 saves and a couple of wins in relief last year. And he is tasked with keeping that runner at second and securing the win. He will face Cesar Mora, who is pinch hitting for Jason Altuve, unless Coach Strong wants to pinch hit for Mora. Doesn't look like it because Mora has the bat over at the on-deck circle. A walk to Chris Rivera started the inning. Fausto Sanchez got down the sacrifice bunt. And now Mora will bat for Altuve. Mora from Spring, Texas, facing Drew Billings from Cartersville, Georgia. Transferred last year from Shorter University. And he's ready to make his first pitch of the season. And it's a fastball that gets away from the catcher. That'll be a passed ball charged to Lott. That allows Rivera to take third base. And now Mora, golden opportunity to tie the score. Infield is in. And the 1-0. Breaking ball. Looked like it was going to hit the batter, but curved away. Ended up low and inside. Richard Reyes, Brian the baller, joining the live feed. 2 balls, no strikes. And this one fouled off and nearly plunked the on-deck hitter and Coach Strong. That ball hit the net right between those two men. Very little room in foul territory. 2 balls and a strike. Infield is in at all 4 positions, and Billings delivers and gets the top of the zone for strike 2. Sam Del Valle waits on deck. He looks like he's being called back. Nunez is in the on-deck circle. Ball 3 is up and away. Not the worst thing for this walk. You don't want to give them free bases, but it would set up a potential double play. Billings takes a long look in. It's up to him. Nobody's throwing in the bull. And that one misses outside for ball 4. Had a slight little issue, but we got it back. Mora draws the walk. They're now 2 on with 1 out. And the pinch hitter is Endris Nunez. And we're going to have a conference at the mound. Coach Broden apparently wants to talk about the defensive alignment. A double play would end the ball game. We have a new runner at first, Sanchez. And we'll take a look and make sure that is correct. That wouldn't be Sanchez. He put down a sack bunt, but that's the name that I'm given. The runner at third is Chris Rivera. The runner at first is Cesar Mora. So it's not Sanchez, it's Mora. And the batter is Endris Nunez. And Coach Strong calling timeout. Nunez did not appear in yesterday's ball game. Didn't see what the discussion was, and now the umpire says it is for the pinch hitter. 9-8 Eagles lead, top of the 7th. Tying run at third. Billings down under, misses outside. That was the first pitch, so 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss at a good fastball off the outside corner. One and one, 1 out. Billings from the stretch. Runner bluffs at first. A swing and a foul tip into the mitt. Held on for strike 2. Mora at first. Rivera at third. Runners going from first, swung on and missed. That's strike three. Lott does the wise thing and holds on to the ball as the Eagles need just one more out to complete this comeback. They lead 9-8. And Ismar Gonzalez at the plate. He has walked and scored, popped to short, and singled to left. Big strikeout for Billings. Looking for one more in any way he can get it, but the first pitch is upstairs. Now first base is open, but the top of the order is up next. Christian Phoebus is in the on-deck circle. The 1-0 from Billings. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. A ball and a strike. Of course, now with 2 outs, the infield can play back. It's a fast infield. The 1-1. Strike 2 called right at the top of the zone, and Billings needs one more strike. Bandy would win it. Billings would get the save. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball towards short. McGann, the throw to first in the dirt. Ball game's over. Brigman digs it out. The Eagles win. Jacob Brigman with the scoop to get that final out, and the Eagles score 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th after getting 3 in the 5th. They complete the comeback and win Game 1 9-8. The winning pitcher, Blake Bandy, 1 win, no losses. The loser is Evan Dalmal. He is now 1-1, and Drew Billings gets the save, his first of the season. Both teams now 1-1 overall on the season. Neither team has played a conference game. But what an exciting comeback by the Eagles in game number 1. Game number 2 will start at around 3:10 to 3:15 in that time. We'll stop this feed right now. We'll start up a brand new one just as game 2 gets underway. I'm Ray Bureau. You're watching the TBC Eagles Sports Network. We'll see you in about half an hour.